Hey everyone, I'm Marcus Grimm with Medtrics, and wow, I am thrilled to have Chris Tokodi, CIO with Medtrics, with me here today to talk to you all about the curriculum module. Now, you're probably very familiar with the curriculum module, but that's why we're recording this video, because guess what? Some big changes have just happened to the platform. Chris is going to be talking us through what those changes are and how they're going to change your experience, make you even more efficient when using the Medtrics platform. This is interesting to me because when I look at new feature updates from Medtrics, they're always coming down the train tracks, right? On this particular one, you said, hey, time out, everyone. This one's actually substantial enough that guess what? It's not just a blog post. It's not just a newsletter. We need a video on this. We really need to make sure our customers are prepared for it. Why is that?
A lot of the changes we make just kind of work within the existing workflows, right? And we do that for a reason. People get used to platforms. You don't want to rock the boat too much unless you're trying to do something to really improve things. And that's what we've done here. A big part of this comes from client feedback, as always. And a big part of that feedback is when dealing with curriculum, specifically like more administrative tasks. We need to get the schedules in. We need to get the objectives in. We need the sessions mapped to keywords, all this kind of thing. Usually that knowledge of how to do that kind of sits with administrators, right, of the platform, which is not unusual. That's typically how it goes. But what we've heard from more and more clients over time is, well, we're really just collecting this information from the faculty. We go through a process and then we upload it into the system. So is there a way that we can kind of collect this in system, get them to actually put it in there? So once we kind of weed it out or do whatever tweaks we want to do, we're done. It's already in the system. And that was the big idea behind this, is taking the existing workflow of how you would do that and making it a lot easier for someone that is maybe not in the system all the time. They're not an administrator. They manage their course or a couple courses. That's what they know, and making it as easy as possible for them to take those actions without having to relearn everything and figure out, well, actually you go here to do that, etc., which is what we're addressing here.
So what we have up on the screen right now, this is the before, right? We'll do a short demo here because most people have seen how it works, and then we'll go into the new instance and you can show us what the change looks like.
I'm just going to do a very simple version of this. There's more to it, but a really easy version of this is, let's say I'm a course director, right? I have access to a set of courses, and I've been asked to update the objectives for a specific session under one of my courses. And so now if I want to do that, I would go to curriculum on the left nav here. I might start at courses just to make sure, okay, what is the course code on that thing again? Let me go find it. So in this case, I'm going to say it's anatomy and histology. I say, okay, I'm going to work on the anatomy and histology course. Now I would not take an additional step. I got to leave the page. I would have to go to sessions, go to sessions. I'm going to go look up my anatomy and histology course. See, like, okay, those sessions are in here. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to work on this one. So let me go find this one. I'm going to go to objectives now, the objectives tab. I'm going to have to redo this search, find that session. And you can see I don't have any objectives here. I'll make them. But you can see the workflow there, right? So I got to identify my course, switch page, make sure the session is there, switch tab, redo search, do the thing. In this case, which is making objectives. And so this is one of the workflows that we were looking to improve with the new curriculum changes.
Because it looks like one of those things that if I'm an admin, if I'm a power user, if you will, I'd get used to that really quickly, right? But here you're talking about people that maybe don't live and breathe inside Medtrics, right? And so this to them could be more cumbersome, and it's clearly slower, way more clicks than ideal, right?
Right, that's the idea. And of course, someone that isn't in Medtrics all the time may not be aware of all the data that's in Medtrics too. So one of the steps that I took there was like, oh, let me make sure that session already exists, because I'm just not in here. I don't know if it's already there. As an admin, well, we know we got all of our sessions in there. So I already know that. But they might not know that, so they might take those extra steps. And that also slows down the process.
So that's the existing process. Before we look at the new one of the things that I asked you before we started recording here, are there differences on the back end of the system? And the way you explained it to me was, well, yeah, there were some things that you did to make the system better on the back end, but primarily we're talking about a brand new UX, a UI, right?
Yeah, that's right. And those are, quality of life changes for the nerds like me, the data nerds that need to work with this data, making it easier. It's not something that clients really need to consider or worry about. And the things that you're doing in curriculum are not changing. You're still doing the same things. You're making the objectives, you're linking the key. None of that is really changing. It's just how you do it that's changing, and hopefully for the far better, because it'll be a lot fewer clicks, and we think the workflow works a lot better.
Seeing is believing, Chris. Let's see what the new one looks like.
All right, Marcus. So let's switch into now basically doing the same exact thing, but I'm going to do it in the other system that is running the new curriculum changes. So I'm just going to switch tabs here. So you should be with me there. You're seeing the new tab. And so this is that same courses page, right? A couple things you would notice about it if you start using it. It's going to be a lot faster, but let's do that same exact workflow. So let's say I'm a course director. I know I got to change something in my anatomy and histology course. Not really sure what's in there. Let's go check it out, right? So come here, do my search, comes back very quickly. And now, okay, there's my course. Instead of having it go out, curriculum, sessions, come back, I just click on it. And so now I'm immediately taken to basically everything about that course. If I scroll down, I'll see the objectives from that course. But if I keep scrolling down, I'll also see all the sessions related to that course. And I've done nothing but click the course name. And now, let's say I'm doing that same thing. I believe it was this one, right? This didn't have any objectives. I wanted to make some. Now, I just click that. And so now I'm taken into the interface for dealing with this session. Let's say I had keywords to deal with here while I'm here. Cool. Not a different interface. Just work with it right here. All the same kinds of things you were doing before, the search, etc. That's all here. And I can just quickly make changes to the keywords if you need to. But we were talking about objectives there. So here's that section. We can see there's nothing in there. So I can just create a new objective group. So this is usually named after the session. So I'll just put that in here real quick. Save the group. And now I'm adding objectives under that as fast as I could basically type, right? And now I'm immediately doing that without needing to change tabs, without needing to change pages to go to the left nav. And that workflow is a lot easier. And let's say, okay, so I did that for this session now. I got to go do that for another session. I can simply just go back to the parent course. And now I'm back to the session list, go to another session, redo the same thing. And I can do that all without actually having to change the page at any point.
I think that's key. Not only just changing the page, but I also saw the first demo that you were doing. You were copying the course name and then pasting it so you could find it. Things that power users would know to do. But again, what you're really getting at here is the people that we actually have doing this typically aren't your power users, right? And so we want to make it simpler for them. While we're here, just a couple months ago, the team rolled out an actual new visualization of the curriculum map. I'm guessing you're still using that here too, the new visualization of a curriculum map?
Yeah, so all the stuff around this still works, and we're probably going to make changes to that later. Probably more background changes with the technology to keep it up with the speed that you're seeing here, things like that, but ultimately it'll work the same. And the other thing to note just while we're making this video, there's no need to do anything from your side. So all of your existing data from how it was stored before in the old system has already been moved over. It has been migrated to this new way of doing it. You have to take no action. You just start using it. Everything that worked before continues to work the way it did before. The reports work the same way they did before. It's just all been migrated to work with how this works now.
Really great clarification. This is our announcement for this. This is all live. You're going to be seeing updated information on the knowledge base, updated information inside Neo. This is a big UX UI change for our users. And so we'll be getting those training materials updated as quickly as possible. But Chris, that was a fantastic demo. Thank you for your time. And congratulations to you and the development team too, because I know you've been working on this one for a while and you're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it's great to get it out of our queue and into our clients' hands so we can move on with the other stuff that we're going to do.
Outstanding. Folks, that's Chris Tokodi. He's the CIO for Medtrics. My name is Marcus Grimm. Learn more at medtricslab.com. And of course, if you have any questions about this feature or any others, just reach out to your impact managers. They're there for you. Take care, everyone.